Welcome, Ekal Pranam. I am Ankita Shah, and in our series, Guftagu with Chapters, today I have the Chicago chapter and their vibrant team here. We're going to talk one-on-one with each one of them and talk about their experience. So first, we're going to talk with our volunteer, Aarti. Aarti is a graphic designer by profession. She enjoys cooking different cuisines, and she also enjoys her time with family and friends. She got introduced to Ekal about 5 years ago, and since then, Aarti has been a very active member. She is volunteering her skills to Ekal via designing different flyers as well as tickets and helping out not only locally, but also our national events. So Aarti, can you please tell us a little more about Ekal and your experience with it?
Thank you, Ankita. Yeah, I would love to talk about Ekal. It's such a great organization. I think the simplest way to describe Ekal School is one teacher school that takes the education to every child. But how it appealed to me, at very early age, my dad planted the seeds about the importance of education for everyone. While I was growing up, I remember quite a few young people used to come to our home from his village to get employment. My dad would always encourage them to get an education first and would offer to help them in any way he can. Then later, my husband's involvement with IDS made me aware of the struggle, how to reach to remote parts of rural India. It was a real eye-opener for me. The villagers would rather have their children earn money than get an education. And I wanted to do really something about to change their outlook. Then luckily, Avni, a longtime volunteer of Ekal, introduced me to Jyotsamben and Hasmukhbhai, who are no strangers to Ekal. Luckily, I got involved with Ekal by them. I got motivated by their dedication and started to learn more and more about Ekal movement. The most appealing moment for me was the inspiration by Swami Vivekananda that if a child cannot come to the school, then school must reach to the child. And as we know, today Ekal is operating more than 100,000 schools. Some of the other things about Ekal school stands out for me are that it is based on a very simple low-cost model. It costs only $1 a day to fund an entire school, which I think is very sustainable for long-term donors. And their method of teaching is so joyful, non-formal, and their school hours are even set to their needs, so they can come to the school. Their curriculum are based on core language, math, and science, so the children can get ready for further education. And also the other thing I love is it's based on diverse ethnic and religious background. So far, it has been a great experience for 5 years to be associated with Ekal, and I cannot wait to continue being a part of this amazing organization going forward. Thank you, Ankita.
Thank you so much, Aarti. That was a wonderful bird's eye view of an Ekal school. We truly appreciate that insight. Moving forward, we're going to talk to our next set of donors. They have been supporting Ekal and have been an active donor since 2001 and very active volunteer and chapter treasurer since 2019. Ashwin Uncle and Geeta Auntie are our Ekal volunteers who are very active in Swadhyay. Ashwin Uncle is retired from his profession as Vice President of IT. He has also been an adjunct professor for about 11 plus years. Currently, they travel, enjoy the time with family, friends, children, and grandchildren. Ashwin Uncle, I understand that you are really interested in one of our special projects. Would you like to please talk to us more about that? Ashwin Uncle, you're muted.
Yeah, sure. And namaste to everybody. Yeah, like Aarti said, Ekal provides primary functional education to children of rural and tribal villages. And that is the foundation. The further goal is to achieve village development and empower the youth and people of these villages. And digital literacy is an important element of these efforts. The use of computers has become a requirement in this computerized world. Ekal has picked up the challenge and to provide this e-Shiksha, computer-based education in Ekal schools. Tablets are provided and teachers provide e-Shiksha to students. This removes the digital divide and provides the students for further work. In addition to this, Ekal provides Ekal on Wheels, which is a mobile computer lab, a specialized bus, which travels, which is taken to different villages to provide computer knowledge to aspiring young boys and girls. And so they take 3 months of a literacy course and graduates can earn money in the job market. So this e-Shiksha taken to Ekal schools and Ekal Wheels provide a building block of transformation of tribal and remote Indian villages. And the idea is to make people self-sufficient, respectful, and productive members of the society and the nation. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a wonderful bird's eye view, actually, of the digital literacy aspect of it. And I truly agree with you. The idea of Atmanirbhar Bharat, which stands to be one of Ekal's IAMs, digital literacy is wonderful skill training that actually does provide that aspect of it for our Ekal youth. Thank you so much, Uncle. Thank you so much, Auntie, for your support. We're moving to one of our next volunteer. She is also retired. And in her professional life, she's a financial analyst. She has been Ekal supporter with the Chicago chapter for 20 plus years. Actually, she has been with Ekal since the inception of Ekal Vidyalaya Chicago chapter. How she came to be part of Ekal is interesting. So about 20 years ago, our ex-board member, Mrs. Darshana Bhatt, when her son Sanjay went to India to visit an Ekal school, he was very inspired and amazed by it. So when he came back, they hosted a small gathering with their friends and family members sharing Sanjay's experiences. Smita Auntie at that time became so impressed with that presentation that since then she had been a very active supporter and donor for Ekal Vidyalaya Chicago chapter. For the past 3 years, she became a very active volunteer as well. In her free time, she enjoys traveling, family, and exercise, and of course, volunteering for Ekal. So Smita Auntie, I understand that women empowerment is the special project of Ekal that is near and dear to you. Would you like to tell us why, please?
Thank you. Thank you. The reason I am appealed to the Ekal Tailoring Center project is because it resonates with my life experiences. Since the inception of Ekal in Chicagoland area, I have been connected to Ekal. I was not an active volunteer at that time, but I was donating money. After I retired, I decided to become active volunteer for last 3 years, and I've been donating to the Women Empowerment Center. I have been widowed for many years, and being a single lady with 2 young daughters, I realized quickly that financial independence is very important. So in doing so, a person has to earn money to become financial independent and also to gain respect in the society. Now let's talk about those villages where the project is running. In these Adivasi rural villages, the young girls does not have respect or the values, but the Ekal has given them access to the tailoring center where they sew clothes and earn money. These girls are earning approximately 1,500 to 2,000 rupees per month. And this way they are also able to help their families. Generally, in these small villages, the parents make their young girls married away at very early age of 14 or 15. But because of this Ekal tailoring project, they have started earning money, they have gained confidence, and they are able to convince their parents to wait for their marriages until the age of 21 or 22. These are the enough reasons for me to convince to donate money to the Ekal Tailoring Center project for women to, for the uplifting women as well as empowering women into the rural villages. Thank you and namaste.
All right, that this tailoring centers does empower women to help the community. Not only that, a lot of these centers actually teach the skills training, like what Ashwin uncle mentioned about youth. These centers also give that skills training to women. And in some cases, they are the primary wage earners in this in their households. So, tailoring center gives them a tremendous opportunity to provide for their families. So thank you for the your support there. I also understand that it is a bit more personal special project to you, as you have been on your own for 29 plus years, raising your daughters and supporting your family by your own. So we truly thank you for your support with Ekal for all these years. And next, we're going to talk to our chapter president, Dr. Bakshi. He is retired as well. He was a urology surgeon serving the Chicago area for 40 plus years. Him and Purvi Auntie has been supporting Ekal for 10 or so years, but more active volunteer in the last 6 years. He has been our chapter president for the past 2 years. In his free time, he also enjoys playing golf, gardening. He loves music. Auntie is also very involved with the decoration aspect of our local events, and they are also full-time volunteering. So can I have you talk about your special project, Uncle? I know as a physician, you prefer to support and of course enjoy the Arogya aspect of Ekal Vidyalaya.
Thank you, Ankita. Namaste. As Ankita mentioned, I'm a physician by profession. So health and nutrition are very close to my heart, next only to education. I'm extremely proud that Ekal has taken some initiatives to address these issues. Access to healthcare, even basic healthcare, is a challenge for many villages and many villagers. This is compounded by the old-fashioned traditions, rituals, and lack of understanding of the proper nutrition and hygiene. Ekal has started Arogya Yojana. They have Arogya Sevikas who are trained in proper hygiene and nutrition for the villagers. They also have telemedicine, which I will come to in a couple of minutes. The Arogya Sevikas provide critical health education in nutrition, hygienic practices, preventive health, vaccination, and so forth. The women are educated in use of sanitary pads, reproductive health, family planning, and other important issues related to the care of the family. They are also educated in preventable diseases, preventing the diseases with use of filtered drinking water, use of waste disposals, proper waste disposals through soak pits and waste pits, etc. Also use of proper material for environmental protection and use of biodegradable materials, etc. The women, especially the women, are educated in growing nutritious food and organic use of organic fertilizers for nutritious foods. This helps with prevention malnutrition, especially anemia, which is very, very rampant in villages, and especially in women and children. So this becomes a very important part of the health education that is being provided. The Arogya Sevikas are also trained in telemedicine. So if a person is ill, they can communicate via video conferencing with appropriate healthcare provider and be given proper support, health support. Ekal also has mobile health clinics. So far, more than 2 million villagers, I should say, have access to this facility. I have seen this work of Arogya Sevikas firsthand when my wife Purvi and I visited some of the villages during our Van Yatra. I can go on and on about this good work being done by through this Arogya Yojana. We know a lot more needs to be done, but at least this is the beginning. And I'm very, very glad that Ekal is addressing this. This just of the few of the many reasons why I am proud to be Ekal volunteer and Ekal donor and Ekal supporter. Dhanyavad. Namaste.
Thank you, Uncle. Again, wonderful bird's eye view of the telemedicine enhanced Ekal Arogya Yojana and the Poshan Vatikas. So thank you again. We're going to move forward to our next volunteer. He has been Ekal supporter. He has been an Ekal supporter for the past 3 years. He is an engineer by profession, enjoys music, and also loves singing. We'll have to have him sing one of these days at our live shows, I think, Uncle. He has young children and he is a big supporter of Ekal Youth. So rather than talking about special project, Nilesh, I would like for you to tell us that what was it about Ekal that appealed to you and why did you decide to join us?
Yeah, thank you, Ankita Ben. I was in 7th grade when I first came to America. My parents came with $3 in their pocket. And my dad's brother paid for our plane tickets because we couldn't afford it. And my mom's eldest sister sponsored us and brought us here. And most importantly, she kept us in her home for months until she felt like we're ready to stand on our own feet. And then she also gave us rides from home to work, to school, to doctor's office. I am fortunate to have a family who cares, very supportive, morally as well as financially. I also went to school here. I did my university with my brother and my parents' support. I also took the loans out. Now think about that, right? Think about, I had access to education. When I look back, there are millions of struggling families in India with no money or no opportunity for education. This is where Ekal is creating hope for these families by providing education, giving the kids an opportunity to make something of themselves. Now think about the impact it's going to have. It's going to impact on these individuals, their families, and their communities for generations to come. Ekal has created solid foundation, solid framework to really help these families get back on their own feet, right? This is why I've joined Ekal family. And just like I tell my kids to, give back and serve communities, I encourage all generations, and especially youth, to participate and volunteer with Ekal so that you can make a difference, small or large, right? And to learn more about, please visit ekal.org. And I hope you will join me to support this wonderful and important cause of making education accessible across India. Thank you.
That was wonderful. Thank you so much, Nilesh. And I do agree, you know, the word you used, hope. It is so amazing that to know that, you know, when we are blessed with what God had given us, that we're able to bring hope to these kids in the rural and tribal villages. And you're correct. There are many of us who can resonate with your story in knowing how fortunate we have been with, you know, the opportunities that we are given in this country. So once again, you know, in Guftagoo with the Chicago chapter, thank you so very much. You are all very dear and near to me because I myself am a volunteer from this same family. So thanks again for your time today and joining us today with the Guftagoo. Thank you. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Thank you.
Namaskar.